welcome to Tuesday night, right? Where we are going to try and get things done if you want to get things done, or you can just hang out and chill if that's what you're doing tonight. I personally am trying to get things done. I am playing catch up this week. So far, it's not going too bad. Not too bad. I have some fabulous friends hanging out with me today here on screen. So I'm going to let them introduce themselves. And I'm going to really quick ask Laura, are we queen of the timers tonight?
Sure.
Awesome. All right. Any wintry theme?
Okay.
Dealer's choice. We're going to start with JC.
Hi, I'm JC. I have videos. I have books. That's me, Esther. Oh, I stream tomorrow, 7 to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay, Esther.
That was fast. Hi, I'm Esther Marie Andujar. I'm a Puerto Rican writer aspiring to be a hybrid author. I have way too many tabs open. I should start closing some. What do? I write. This Sunday, Romance Writers Room. Nia and Tiff will be our guests. We'll be talking about world building small towns for romance. Yeah, join us, and I should be around as much as my energy lets me. So yeah, that's me, Laura.
Awesome.
I'm Laura Nettles. I'm back up to 19 tabs.
Wait, so does that make you the queen of the tabs or Esther? I'm not sure which one. Or Nia, because we like.
I'm not counting my tabs. I'm not going to count them.
That many. Okay.
I finished reading this book last night. Very good.
Yay.
Started reading this book today. Very good.
That title.
I know. So yeah, I'm having fun.
If you know, you know.
And I'm about 2,000 words into a romance short that I'm writing. So yeah, it's called "Warm in Her Arms." So
I love that title. Sounds so sweet.
Yeah, we're back into the Samantha headspace.
I
know. I love
Samantha is spicy now.
Mm-hmm.
And she never was before. Yes.
Oh, goodness.
These lies that you were telling, but
I don't smell any smoke from my flaming pants.
And yet you acknowledge that they're flaming.
I'm Nia, the Vixen of Fiction. You are here on my channel. In addition to streaming on Tuesday nights at 7:30, I also do Scripting the Book, where once a month, me, Ben, and Natalie, my book club buddies, we drag a friend off of YouTube and make them read a book and watch a show with us.
What's the next one?
The next one is going to be The Pursuit of Happiness. It's a short book, so not too long. If anybody would like to join us, we think we have one person ready to join us already. But
it's a great movie. I
have Will Smith movie.
Wait. The Pursuit of Happiness? Did you say that's a short book? You talking about the book that's based off of?
The Will Smith movie?
The Will Smith movie. Yeah, the book's not long.
I don't remember it being okay.
It's like not fantasy reader.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm sorry. I forgot.
Who just read book one of Wheel of Time.
I forgot. You're used to read like 500-page books.
In context, The Pursuit of Happiness is like 300 and some pages, I think. So I'm like, that was easy. I'm like,
that's not a big book.
No, it's small to me. I'm like,
it's not small. It's just average.
Is it average? Oh, I guess
fantasy readers. Y'all are fantasy readers.
Like
200
pages. That
it's 320 pages according to Amazon.
Yeah, that's just very average.
I mean, that's not much compared. Like the mystery books that I read are about 300 and something, but I don't consider them small.
Fair enough.
No.
An average read for people.
I'm sorry, Esther. Miss Lord of the Rings. I'm sorry.
So
That's 1,000
to
pages.
me,
Like,
anything between 100 and 200 pages, that's a small book. 3 to 450 is just average. Once you get into the 500 pages, I'm like, okay, I can consider that a big book.
Yeah. And I meant for me, literally
yeah,
anything that's under 400 pages, I'm like, oh, that's a short read. I can do that in a day.
a day. Damn. Okay,
But
I'm
that's
sorry.
because
I need to get on y'all reading level.
Nia does audio.
I also hybrid read. So I visually read,
Okay.
and then once I start getting into the book and I visually have what I need visually, I can easily swap out if I want to go lay down, rest my eyes. I can swap out to audio because everything's already clicking. So I do hybrid read. So I will say that. So yeah, I can
Okay.
and speed it up a little bit.
Sorry.
I don't know class 1.5. I
I
don't know
didn't
how
mean to take us on a tangent. I'm sorry. It's just that when you said small, and I'm like, wait, I know it's been a long time since I read that book, but I don't
My
remember it being
bad.
small.
My bad. It is an average sized book, smaller than what I usually read. Is what I should say. Shorter than what I usually read. There we go.
Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna be reading The Pursuit of Happiness. I'm excited. I did not know it was a book. I don't know how I didn't know it was, or I just never made the connection that it was a book. So it'll be my first time reading it. So I'm excited. And
I was for a hot second looking at my copies for the Lord of the Rings. I'm like, they cannot be that long. They don't look that big. I took the smallest one. It's like over 700 books. And 700 pages. And I'm like, it's the formatting. The formatting is tiny.
yeah, the tiny. I'm
Yeah.
like, I bet if it's also very small. I knew
Yeah.
it. I knew
I
it.
would read
Like,
all
it's like
day.
But that
really,
says something. Hold up, but that says
it's
something that
very
is
thin,
tiny.
but
But that says
it's
something that is tiny, and
tiny.
Look
it's
at that
still
font.
700 something pages.
It's
Look at that font.
tiny.
So if it was a regular size font, we'd be talking into the thousands.
We'd be
Yeah.
reading an encyclopedia.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's say hello to some friends in the chat really quick before we
It took me like
go
2
off
months to
on
read
the
all 3.
2 months.
Yeah, to read all
That's
3 of
not
them.
bad though.
2 months.
And how old were you?
High school.
See, that is
Yeah.
really not bad because you're also doing schoolwork and activities. So yeah,
Mhm.
that's not bad. Morgan is here. Hello. Nicole is here. Hello, friends. Cool Gamer. Jocelyn. Hello, Abby.
She said besties home.
I know, that's so sweet. And Rebecca, hello. Victoria. Yes, thank you. Goodreads, right? Ruel, hello. Anything smaller than 250 pages is small to me. Gotcha.
Yeah.
It has to be under 200 for me.
Well, most books aren't really under 200 though, unless they're like middle grade or.
I read a lot of horror
Yeah.
novellas.
Oh, that's
That's
true. Now, if I have a middle grade that's like 500 pages, like, you start side eyeing it, like what's happening? Victoria's like, I run away. Like, no.
If it's over 400. No, I don't
Like-
run away. I don't want to write from big books. It's just that I acknowledge they are big books.
Victoria's like, I don't have time for this.
Take out some time for you.
Hey, how are you?
Ooh.
Hello, welcome.
She
Trying to
speaks your
knock out
language,
some
Laura.
manga volumes. I love the first
What
print, so I
manga?
can finally return them to the library. Oh, nice. What are you reading?
Oh, speaking of that.
Yeah, what manga are you reading?
Oh, it didn't want to click, and I was afraid I was going to click too many times. Jocelyn says 400 pages is a decent-sided adventure. It is. It is. I totally agree. The Pursuit of Happiness. It is sad.
But it ended on a happy note.
Yeah. So I'm hoping I'm going to have lots of happy books around me, though.
There's sad moments, but I was satisfied with the ending that it ended in a good way.
Yes, nice size.
Well, at least according to the movie.
I haven't read The Pursuit of Happiness. The film was very sad. Yeah, very. I like it. But again, yes, Nicole knows.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me not.
How
Start
the heck
there.
800 pages? Are there like
pages.
illustrations?
Hold up, middle grade.
Middle grade. like
What?
our middle grade kids.
Wait.
There's a
Is
special.
this like a series
kids
that
that
you're
are
saying
finding
is
this
8?
book and love it.
Hold on, is this a series that you're combining and it's
series,
800
kind of.
pages?
Yeah, it's an
Yeah, I'm like,
omnibus.
yeah, is it an
Like,
omnibus? Thank you, Esther.
like I
couldn't think
have
of the
the
word.
omnibus of Narnia. Obviously, this is a chunky.
Yes.
It has all of the books in here.
Yeah, but they're still technically separate. Technically.
Yeah, my Narnia is
Speaking.
all separate, but it is technically that size. But it's each individual one.
Yeah.
But if you
And
read it all
still,
together,
it's just JC will be like and it's still just 767.
Just.
yeah,
Just.
because
Okay.
each one,
Just. Well,
they're
we
only
have
this big.
1, 2,
Okay,
3,
so she said it
4,
doesn't.
5, 6,
She said it's a
7.
fantasy series. She said it's a fantasy series. So it's a series. So I'm thinking
Series.
if this was 800 pages with the series all together, then
Maybe,
right?
maybe.
I'm
All right.
hoping yes.
There is a kid, and she's got one. Rebecca's got one. I do a reading challenge with my 5th grade class, and the kiddo keeps asking me to give him more points. He deserves, or they deserve more points for those big chunky books. I think I have a future writer in the making. Yes,
Wait, 5th grade? That is 10. I was not reading no 500 book pages at 10.
you
I
know
was reading
what?
Babysitter's Club. Like,
I was reading this whole thing, all of them, consuming them. So I can definitely see it. I have the first volume of the Platinum and
I
7
have the
Deaths
first volume
to
of
7
Platinum
days.
End.
Ooh.
I don't know what that is.
I think it's the same guy who did Death Note.
Oh, this is
Really?
manga.
These are the mangas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello, Des. How are you? It was a fantasy series. I don't remember what, but it was only one book. But they got it all in that one book. Yeah, which one? And this is for Des from Nicole. Just finished my meeting. Woohoo! Gonna get dinner. Yes, get the food and write a newsletter. Way to go! Get the
And if y'all
newsletter.
are not
The newsletter. These are my
Desiree's
newsletters. They have not moved down.
Oh, really?
They're
Yeah.
still in the.
We talked about this.
I know, but I have till the end of the month.
We can
Oh
see
my
your
gosh.
board,
Just a
Esther.
week. Okay, we're not going to talk about that. That's only one more
See
week.
your board, Esther. Also, if y'all aren't subscribed to Desiree's newsletter, you should.
Yes,
Fun.
you
They're fun.
should.
And they have a Kofi. And yeah, okay.
Jocelyn also has the Narnia collection. Yay. And this is for Nicole from Des.
No.
One book like the 6th, 7th, and a 6th. Ooh.
Wait, what?
You got one book that's like it was the 6th or 7th book in the series.
Wow.
And it was like the Harry Potter
pages.
effect where they just get fatter and fatter.
Yes.
So my second question is this a traditionally published middle grade or
Doesn't
self-published?
sound like
Because
it.
I feel like a traditionally published company would not publish an 800-page middle grade. I could be wrong.
No.
I don't know anything about traditionally published.
An agent would not pick it up.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm like, is that published?
No, you would have to be someone who's already like solid for them to go there.
Have a track record.
Well, it could be someone who has it could be someone. She didn't say who the author was. So it
she's
could
like,
be someone.
let alone a 10-year-old
I tried to make a search and nothing came up. I was
I couldn't find it in a search either.
200 pages. Nothing.
Yeah. All right, what are we working on so we can get started? Because I have a lot of work to do.
Revisions. I'm trying to finish chapter 13. We'll see. That and dinner, because y'all know it's dinner time. So.
Nice. How about you, Esther?
It's mostly admin. I want to come up with some questions in case we need some guidance for the Romance Writers Room conversation. And if the things that I was doing back end for Codename Sally are not done, then I should get into outlining the 6 short romance that I not recasted, but like turned the female protagonist, instead of being a model, now she's a ballerina.
Oh, nice.
So I grabbed the outline, and now I need to start again.
When I think of ballerina, I always think of a Russian ballerina for some reason.
Nice.
Yeah, she is a Black Hispanic ballerina.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, and there's some nice inspirations for that too. You got some excellent ballerinas. How about you, Laura? What are you working on?
I gotta decide. Okay, so do I pick back up my Warm in Her Arms thing, or do I keep reading?
Ooh.
What do
Is
you
the
feel most
reading
pulled to
research?
do?
Is the reading research for what you're going to be working
Not
on?
really. This is male.
Darn it.
Like mine
I
is
was
female.
trying, Laura.
Female. I know.
I
What
was
do
trying.
you feel? What
Technically, this is male, female, male. So
What do you feel most pulled to do?
I don't know.
Go with
All right.
your
You'll let us know what you decide after the sprint. Let us know what you decided to do. Or if anybody has any suggestions, you can let us know in the chat what you think Laura should do. I am going to be working on, I'm going to try and get tonight the next, at least one chapter in my other story. I finished the one that I need to send to my editor. So I'm going to do the eyes off of it. Usually I take a whole day with eyes off of it, but I don't have a day because I'm already late. So I'm just going to try and get my head into something else and then try. Hopefully that's enough of fresh eyes. Do you guys know about getting fresh eyes on it? You need to be away from, because you start thinking that you said what you thought you said in your head, but it's not actually what you wrote. So I go eyes off and then I read through and then I listen to it. And then I send it to the editor. So that's what I need to do. But I'm going to try and get a chapter in another story done first. So that gives me a little bit of separation from it to get it a little bit out of my head so I can kind of hear it and see it fresh. So that's my plan for tonight.
Nice.
Isn't there a K-pop song about In My Head?
Esther would know.
There's a In My Head song, but I don't know. There's a zombie song. Isn't it zombie? The zombie song, isn't that?
Zombie by the Cranberries has that line.
Yeah, that line.
But there is, if you have listened to the soloist John Sami, she has a B-side called that way. Like in my head. No, Out of My Head is the title.
CM Blue.
Out of My Head.
Oh.
Which one?
Head. In My Head by CM Blue.
Huh. I mean, it's been a while since I've
love it when you can shock Esther. Love it when you can shock Esther, right?
I know, like everybody's shocked. The audible gasp.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, but I mean, it's just I'm not gonna get into K-pop. Not in this week.
Chronicles some humor, heartwarming flash fiction based on my classroom. Kids do be weird, yes. Morgan said I thought I would catch up on editing work today, but has not happened. So I think I'm going to read.
What are you gonna read?
Big day, though, Morgan. What a big day, Morgan. You deserve to read.
Yes. Rest and relax. Oh, I hope everything went well today. Let's see. And this is hello for Joanne, because Joanne came in. I love Afro-Latina ballerina. I'm trying to get ahead on my homework, but thankfully it's writing homework, so that's fun. And hello back from Joanne. And Morgan, oh yes, read in bed. Yes, and you deserve some time to relax and rest and recuperate.
Mm-hmm.
That's my reward when I finish tonight. Yes, that's a good reward. Agreed. But I haven't done any actual work, so I don't know if I deserve. You deserve it, Morgan.
Morgan, you have work.
You have work
full time.
Yes. You need a break. Enjoy the break. Relax.
Don't sound like me.
I know, right? Like, what is rest? Do we deserve this? Yes, you do. Also, I need to take my own advice. Working on chapter 3.
I wasn't gonna say anything. I wasn't.
Oh my
gonna say
god, it
no.
tends to fight my keyboard. Yeah, after I subbed almost every day last week. Right. Yeah.
I'm fighting.
I
the
was worried
urge.
about you over the weekend, Nia. I really was.
My iron was so low. If you guys go look at scripting the book, I swear I look like death. I was like, I don't have time for makeup. I have no iron. My blood sugar is like plummeted, but I'm here. But I was so excited to talk about the book. So I was like, yay. I might not look very well, but I'm great.
Nicole, God.
Morgan, don't make me a proverbial newspaper.
Right now,
Let's
I'm
not get
fighting
okay.
the
Now it
urge
could be
to cook a pie.
Esther with the ma'am and Nicole with the newspaper.
Hi,
Okay,
ma'am. I took Esther's ma'am.
I don't want the bob. We're going to be running from chocolates and chicletas and from newspapers now. As
Ooh,
Laura, did you share the timer?
yes, it's right here. You guys ready?
But Esther's like, I need you to speak this up, ma'am.
Nia said that she had a lot of things,
I
and I have
do,
let
I
her
do.
stall for almost 25 minutes.
Yeah, if I was just looking, I'm like, holy moly. It is 7:55. All right, queen of the sprints timers on your mark.
Hold on.
We swim with love.
Yes. All right, let's go.
Oh, yeah.
I hit play.
Yes.
Come on. There it
Come
goes.
on. Happy sprinting. that is the end of our first sprint. Oh, there was chatting going on in the comments section. Nick came in. Hello, Nick. And Anna came in. Hello, hello. I don't know if I missed anybody else, but welcome, Brands. Hello. How did you guys do on that sprint? I don't know if JC's back. Let me see. Let me see if I can see how many words I got. Anybody who wants to go first, let me.
I did the guide questions, and I am still pulling my hair with the back end things that I'm doing for Codename Sally.
Nice.
I got about 400 words in my romance short.
Yay! I got 541 words in my short. I'm very close to finishing up this chapter, which means that then I guess I need to go back and reread my other story that I'm sending to the editor tomorrow. So
Nice.
yes. Let's see how folks did in the let me see. Wait. Why do I feel a little bit lost? What? Comments? Nope. Comments disappeared. All right. StreamYard looks a little weird. It's doing a thing, but that's okay. It's only on my end. Only I can see it where I'm like, the comments aren't moving and I don't have the little bar. So I closed it. Now I'm going to open it and the bar is back. Yay, I can scroll. I'm
Yay!
like, where did the thing go? I can't move the comments. All right, StreamYard being StreamYard. Okay, sliding in to say hi and happy spring. Take care. You too, Nick. Take care, friend. Da-da-da. No manga read, but I did file tat. Oh, that's big. That is huge. Way to go. 9 pages read of The Prince of Tirana by Haley Turner. Nice. Gwenna got the kid at sleep thinking about getting Disney Plus just to watch Percy Jackson. I've seen 3 episodes so far. So much better than the old one. Sorry for anybody who liked the old one. This one's good. And that's for you, Anna, our Anarchy. And Morgan read a chapter. Yay! Rebecca wrote 3 little stories and got them scheduled.
Nice.
I like that. Way to go, Rebecca. Victoria walked the dog. Yay! A happy dog. I love that. Joanne said no writing, but I'm almost finished a work task. Always good to get those tasks done. Woohoo! I finished my first chapter edits early, so I'm feeling good. Yes, I like that. Yes, Gwyneth. Abby said 326 words. Way to go. Stacey said, I like the movie Percy because my cousin's cousin was in them. That is cool. That is cool. When you know someone who was there. Could you see them? Like, were they in a big enough spot that you got to see them and be like, that's my cousin? We're like, that's my cousin. I know them. My cousin's cousin. I know. That is really cool. That is really cool. All right, Laura, are we ready? Because we ran a little bit long on the first one, so we are gonna hop right into the second one. Guys, this is our chunky sprint. Laura is ready. What have we got? Oh, isn't that pretty? So beautiful. Gwenna has lovely timers, as you can, or Laura has lovely. I'm reading Gwenna. Hi, Gwenna. Laura has lovely timers, as you can see here. So if you're not following Laura, why not follow Laura? Let's get Laura to 1,000. That way we can all play her timers, and she can get paid for the commercials that they put on the timers, and she can also adjust where the commercials go, so she can put the commercials.
Get rid of the mid-timer ads. What?
Why in the middle of it? Why? It's a timer. JC is back. Hey, you want to give an update before we hop in to our
Why are we going to another sprint so quick?
Because we got work to do. Come on, come on. What did you get done, JC?
I don't know the word count, and I mostly dealt with dinner, which is why I was
Yay,
late.
but you got words and dinner,
Well, I haven't eaten. Just,
but you're getting it made.
yeah.
Follow
And thank you,
Laura.
Nicole. Nicole said that was a quick chat. Like,
It was a quick chat, but the first chat was long. We got majorly by Esther.
Okay, but that was for the first chat. We need time. Like, rob a bank for Laura. I'm too cute for jail. I love you, Laura, but I'm too cute for jail. I'm sorry.
There's a lot of us who would rob a bank for you, Laura. I'm just saying.
Is it a Swedish bank?
I mean, are we
Or a
talking
Swiss bank?
Hold on, are we talking set it off style the first time when they didn't get caught, or set it off style the last time? I don't want to be the last time.
Always not getting caught.
Because you know.
Hello, Tim. Hang on, I'm typing something.
Hey, Nicole said her boyfriend doesn't want to bail her out.
He doesn't.
We might need to rethink.
We really gotta not.
But he would though, right? But he would bail you out.
That's the important thing.
He might not want to, but would he? Because
I think he would. He might not be.
I'd have to side eye him.
Definitely would.
I'd have to side eye him if he wouldn't. Just She
said, "Boo, replace him." He will do it. He will do it though, Gwenna. That's the thing. My husband would too.
But in this book, one of the people has a brother who's out on parole, and it's so intriguing. And
Wait, because I wasn't back on time. I missed the updates, so you now have to tell me what the updates were.
About 400 words.
I got
400 words. Nice, Esther.
Did the guy questions for the Women's Writers Room?
Yeah, and I got 541 words.
Ooh,
and I'm gonna finish up this chapter, and then I can start my reread of my other story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready now.
See,
I just wasn't prepared. I took I was tending to the dinner, thinking I had time to come back and we would chat, and then I didn't know that. Then I came back and I saw the timer. I'm like, wait, what?
We're making up for time. We're making up for time.
Okay, I'm sorry.
All right. Yes.
Okay.
Laura.
I can't procrastinate. I can't procrastinate sufficiently if y'all take quick chat breaks. That's not nice.
No.
3, 2, 1, go.
No.
Yes, we're doing it. Woohoo. Okay, I had to finish that last sentence. I was like, oh my goodness. All right. How did everybody do on sprint number 2, the big chunky one? How'd it go? Did we get things done?
I ate dinner while watching General Hospital.
What was
Oh.
it?
Smoked sausage spaghetti. Oh, no, yeah.
Yum. Nice.
I mostly watch YouTube because I'm ruminating on the possible outlines. So just like let my head wander and let the whatever story it wants to tell me.
Nice.
I was reading a chapter for someone.
Very cool. Let me try to highlight where. Da-da-da. Nope. I got 703 words. Yay.
Nice, Nia.
Yes. I feel like I'm really getting I don't want to get ahead of myself. I feel like I'm getting caught up, and I'm like, this is exactly what I needed. My eyes are starting to get tired though, but I'm like, we're gonna hang in there for one more sprint. We got this. Let's see how our friends in the chat did. Also, did I say hi to Tiffany when she came in? Hello, Tiff. Hello.
You did.
I did? Okay. I was like, did I? My brain has really been like on the story, like get the next story done.
Because Laura was like, Tiffany! And you said, hi, Tiff.
Okay, good.
Not me reenacting the whole. I'm sorry.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Well, I'm ready for bed. My husband came and talked all night and lost all motivation. Oh, goodness. And I have a big scene. Oh, no. We don't want to lose motivation, so I will save it until tomorrow. Yes. Let's save it. Get it wrapped up. Let's see how did we do. But I did get 425 words in 30 minutes. Wow. Bringing my daily total to 2,598. I have updated my numbers where I need to, and now I'm headed to bed. Way to go, Stacy, and have a great night's sleep. And I hope you wake up nice and fresh and ready to get more words tomorrow. Rebecca said, I switched over to my fantasy work in progress, read over old stuff. I love doing that. And wrote a scene, but deleted as many words as I added. So, that's okay. If it's going to make it better, it's all good. At least it's smoother.
Exactly.
That part right there makes it worth it. Nicole said 160 words. Way to go. Sprint of air, and then took a little nap for the rest of the sprint. Nice. Glenn said got signed back up for Disney and halfway through the first episode. Yay.
First episode of what? I'm sorry.
Percy Jackson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Ooh, nope. It did the thing. I almost banned Morgan by accident. Okay. On the StreamYard's being a little slow today. So I clicked on it and I clicked it again. And then the little thing popped up. I was like, let's move all the way away from that. Read another chapter and a half. Yay, Morgan. Did we have a question for tonight? No, I can't think of a question. I can't. I just gotta write. And then I have to edit after I write. So I can't. We appreciated your reenactment, JC. Yes, we did. Yes, Stacy is killing it tonight. Great work. And Tiffany watched a television show, and now I'm thinking I might get back to writing. All right, night writer.
What show, pray tell?
Yes.
So I have a question.
No.
Okay, Laura has a question.
So when you are writing in a specific genre, do you read in that specific genre while you're writing it?
I usually do before, or if I feel like I'm stuck on something, or if there's something about the genre that I'm like, wait a minute, I feel like I'm missing something, I might pause, then read a couple of things, and then be like, okay, if I'm like, okay, that's the thing. I see what I'm missing, because there's some expectations in some genres, and when you're a genre hopper, which I believe we are, some genre hoppers, we sometimes will lean into other genres, and then you're thinking something's missing in what I'm writing for the other genre, so I'll go back then and I'll read something. Like usually when
I
I read romances usually
Well,
the cozy season, then around February, and then I get some summertime beachy
mhm,
type of romance read, but I don't usually read romance all year round because fantasy and sci-fi and the other
mhm.
things.
for me, it doesn't matter. For me, it doesn't matter. Like if I was to, well, I'm not working on my mystery right now, but if I was working on my mystery, it wouldn't matter if I was reading mystery at the same time. If I was working on a romance, it wouldn't matter if I was. It wouldn't matter to me. For me, for me, not to me. Whatever. You know what I mean.
So since I write in pretty big genres like fantasy and romance, I just read not within my subgenre. So if I am writing an epic fantasy, then I'll just do read Portal or read a paranormal. Still fantasy, but not epic. If I'm writing a season specific romance, then I will read any other romance that is not that. But but also my brain is it I think it may be wired a little bit different because I need to keep reading so I don't lose English. So that's the other caveat for me.
Mhm.
The less I read, my English just goes to the trash.
It's trash compactor.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Ignore me.
Someone's watching politics.
Right. No, because I tend to start writing
You know me so
before I,
well, Laura.
yeah. I've heard a lot of people feel like this, like they'll, if they're writing something, they'll start, if it's genre specific, like you're specifically writing like a fantasy romance that has similar elements to what you're using, you might start accidentally interchanging things. I have heard of that happening. So that makes sense. Also, read volume one of Platinum End. Way to
How'd you like
go.
it?
And thank you very much. Don't forget to click the like button, y'all. Thank you, thank you. Nicole said, yes, I tend to read what I write. If I'm writing fantasy, I tend to deviate towards that. And exactly what Morgan Lee said, I'm too easily influenced by media.
Mm.
I start noticing when I have something similar. And I'm like, and then I'll start thinking, "Ooh, can I change that? Can I change that?" Um, like in my epic fantasy, I have this where the world has kind of like broken, and it's like we're in the fourth iteration of the world, and I literally we just read Wheel of Time, and it's like the world breaks, but they're on a wheel. It's a little different, but then I was like, oh no, he broke and I read Wheel of Time a long time ago, so things will be in your head. But I'm like, can I say breaking? Should I change it to something else? So I'm literally thinking maybe I should change it to something else. And it is like we are like my cozy romances that are happening right now. They're happening in, I think we're in the fourth iteration of the world, and that's kind of what I call it. But I also would say that a specific thing happens when the world gets too messed up, and the Fey mythic creatures are like, let's start over because these humans are just an absolute mess. And so this is the fourth time that they've had to do this, and they're like, these humans, why are they always screwing things up? So yeah, the little things, and I'm like, I know it's not a new concept and it's fine, but still you kind of like don't want to feel like you're being influenced by something else when you're
Yeah.
making your thing.
It's like I
See,
feel
maybe
like
it's because I automatically watch or read something and I'm like, my brain automatically thinks, what if this was changed? what is this was done that way. So my brain doesn't tend to copy, it tends to search for the opposite or the key thing that will change the entire path of. Probably that's why I don't mind reading, but I am conscious not copying ideas. It's more like I feel like I will be influenced by the voice if I'm
That too.
reading the same genre that I'm writing. And I'm like, oh, if I like a turn of phrase that is not something I will say at all, but then I'll just keep writing it because I keep reading it. I'm like, I need to be
I was
careful with that.
like, that doesn't sound like me. That sounds like this author or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I do like to be reading something with the vibes. I love how Anna's always about the vibes. The vibes of
Yeah.
things I'm writing, even just something well written. So I have the cadence of good writing in my head, if that makes sense. Yeah, I do like to read things like if I want to remind myself to add description and balance description with the telling of the story. I'll try to like find writers who do that well, but do it in a way that I'm not going to get lost in the description because hyperphantasia, it can be a lot if you're giving me too much. So that tends to help, and it reminds me, oh yeah, describe this or give a description for that, and I'll highlight. You guys know I do a lot of highlighting things. Go back to that. Go back to that, so you can make that sound better. Sometimes I do, but I have to really understand the story I'm writing and know how it's going so it doesn't get confusing in my head. Totally understandable. It doesn't really matter whether it was an adult or a middle grade or YA. If it's a similar genre, I will read what's similar to my writing. Interesting. I love how everybody's so different. That's why I barely read any fantasy.
That makes sense to me because, like, I don't know. I guess what Nicole said makes sense that you would. I mean, that you would read something that would be in the genre that you're writing because, like, okay, I guess if you're writing a fantasy but you're reading a thriller, if you really are that susceptible to what you're reading, I would be a little worried that I'm going to seep some thriller vibes into my fantasy, which is not what that's supposed to be. So wouldn't you want to read what you're writing so that you can stay in that zone of fantasy?
And
I mean,
I think that's where it depends on the individual. If you're not an individual who's influenced by what you're reading, then
but even if
no.
you are, that's what I'm saying. If you are,
But
I'm not.
if you're,
So I'm saying if
yeah,
you are,
if
wouldn't
you
you want to
are,
be influenced by the genre that you're writing instead of as opposed to influenced by okay, no, that's an extreme example. No, I was like, suppose you write mystery and you are reading erotica, wouldn't you be a little afraid that you're going to start putting some kinky stuff in? But no, that's a little extreme. Wouldn't you want to keep it to what you're? Okay, maybe I'm not
I think
explaining.
that
Maybe I'm
I
not saying it right.
so I think the turn around and run around about that is that people who cannot read within the genre that they're writing, they read it before they write, so they're
mhm,
already in that headspace.
yeah.
And then they will read it again after they done writing. So when they go and revise, they back at that. They know what is happening and
Right, but that's not what I was. Well, that's not where I was going with that.
They might not read
Because
it all while they're
because
writing.
some people
Yeah.
don't read at all, but I'm saying there are some people who will read a different genre while they're writing in a different genre. And if you were one of those people that is
I think
influenced,
it
I
just
would
feels
be
so
afraid
different.
that I would get influenced by the wrong genre while I'm writing something opposite.
As someone who reads a lot and writes a lot, it just feels different. It just feels like a different vibe. Like
yeah.
Okay.
it just doesn't feel the same. Like I don't know. It's
I mean, it will be hard. I mean, if you're writing fantasy, unless like it's in a paranormal in a city, like writing an epic and reading romance, like how the heck romance will influence my epic? By
yeah,
having a subplot? Okay, that's not
yeah, and that's
so
not a bad
so
thing.
Yeah. So it's not gonna influence the world building, it's not gonna influence the magic, it's not gonna influence
Right.
the races, like
Okay.
the structure, culture, nothing. It
Gotcha.
might just inspire a Roman subplot.
Yeah.
That's it.
You might be like,
But
hey,
if you weren't going, but if you initially weren't going for to have romance in it at all, then wouldn't that throw you off from your initial intention?
not if it fits, because you might
Yeah.
as you're writing along, because I'm someone who heavily outlines, but I've got all these
I'm
characters.
a
If I
planster.
have these two characters and maybe I'm reading another book and I'm like,
Mhm.
oh, these two characters I'm reading about in this romance novel are very similar to X and Y in my book, maybe there's vibes there that I wasn't even catching. And a lot of times we as readers, when we're reading fantasies, and you guys know this, when we're reading our fantasies and our epic sci-fis, there are two characters that we're like, oh my gosh, they should totally get together. And the writer doesn't do anything. And you're like, why? And then fanfic is born. So, right? So you might catch
I get what you okay.
catching, because now you're like, wait a minute. These two
Gotcha.
characters are vibing kind of like those characters in that romance novel I just wrote. Maybe I'll
Let me
give them
fix what that author didn't do.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It feels so out of the loop with the current reads. I'm going to have to get caught. Yes, that it can be hard. And things are moving so fast right now. That's
So
why
a trick that I found for finding comps, especially if you're not reading in your genre while you're writing, is ask a librarian. Describe your project, ask a librarian, and they can come up with titles. And then you can go and read those things and see, like, yes, this is a good comp. So even
Look
if
at
you're
that.
out of loop, you can find somebody who's in the loop to help.
Great advice from Laura. I love it. Yes. Anna loves a good vibe. And Nicole is totally agreeing. She's like, absolutely, JC. What if you're listening to via audiobook versus reading? See, I
I'm
hybrid.
so glad that you distinguish the difference.
Yeah. I don't read, I just listen. I have subconsciously copied a whole scene from something I've read, or oh no. So that's why.
That was where I was going with that. Like, what if you're reading? Like, what if you're writing fantasy, but you're reading a mystery scene? Like, if you end up if what you're reading ends up seeping into what you're writing, and you write a whole thriller scene that doesn't fit with anything fantasy, which is what you're writing, then I'm like, that's what I was like.
That's what editing is
like, kind of. I mean, yeah, but you can avoid that if you just read. Never mind.
Yes.
Then you just plagiarize a romance in a romance.
How do we just not plagiarize?
For people who suffer from migraines and are blind and have other visual problems, as I do, thank you, Nicole. Audiobooks.
It's listening. It's listening. It's not reading.
But it counts as reading. It counts as reading via definitions of reading. There are multiple definitions of reading. But that is
literally
another time.
Google defines. Okay, never mind.
And there are multiple definitions for reading. I wrote a fanfic trilogy because the original author killed off a beloved character, and the entire fandom, 100.
Is this Divergent? Just
okay.
Ask a librarian. That's advice I needed in my life. It doesn't usually happen if I'm writing in a different genre.
The plagiarism.
Definitely, totally agree. That's what editing is for. Laura's full singers tonight. Laura is on.
I mean, I try not to do things first, though.
Yes, the booktube community is so ready to squash this. It's like, can we please be over this one already?
Oh,
it's fine.
It's only a debate. It's only a debate here because I am stubborn and hard-headed.
No, that's okay. But I will never tell a blind person that they didn't read a book.
Well, also, but you have gotten me to grow. Remember, 2 audiobooks right now. I'm listening to 2 audiobooks right now. So see, listening to 2.
No, I know. This is an old debate, Rebecca. Like,
No,
BookTube
it's not.
is
Yeah.
constantly saying, yeah, BookTube's always like, we're here again with the it's audiobooks reading. And there are depending on what dictionary you go to, there are multiple definitions for what reading is. One of them is visually looking at the words and inputting them, but there's also audibly listening to something and understanding. It's also a definition for reading.
When I read, all I do is hear the words in my head anyway.
I have a narrator in my head when I read visually as well. It's literally, I'm also dyslexic.
That's all I get.
Which also, audiobooks also help for dyslexia. So I have a narrator in my head. Otherwise, everything would be jumble if I didn't have a narrator reading. And Jocelyn had to step away, but it's back. Hello, Jocelyn. Nia is so true. Yes. Like I would never. Slow growth is still growth. We are proud of you. She understands. You know, she listens to us.
I am listening.
She tries to understand. She really does.
I'm trying to broaden my horizon.
I feel like listening to the audiobook puts the cadence and the flow of the words in my head. I love a good audiobook narrator. When I'm hybrid reading my books, if it's a good narrator, I have what I call narrators in my head. One of them is Julie Andrews, and one of them is she was reading my
She has
book.
a really good voice. She has a good voice.
She does. And Emma Thompson is another one. They just have great reading voices, and I hear their voice when they're telling a story, and they're a narrator in my head. James Earl Jones.
Did you just put on a British accent?
Huh? Yeah, because I sound like them.
When she was trying to imitate Julie Andrews, it sounded like she turned into a British person.
Yes, because they read the stories to me like once upon a time, a long time ago. That's how the narrator is reading the story in my head, and I love it. But if I have when I switch over to the audiobook after I intake the words visually, when I switch over to an audiobook, if the audiobook narrator is on point, then I'm like, okay, you're the narrator in my head for the rest of the story. It's a strange thing
for me.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
For me, when I read a book physically, I do more analytical brain of how sentences are structured, and I have more of a writer brain when I'm reading. Ooh. If it's audiobook, I'm just immersed in the story.
I love that.
And see, that's always been the problem with audiobook for me has always been that I don't retain what I'm reading as well when I do audio as if I'm physically reading it. But Nia, and I'm starting to see what you meant when you told me before that the narrator makes all the difference, because maybe I've just been listening to bad narrators, because I told you the book that I was oh, that narrator is amazing. Oh my God, I finally found a book I can listen to. Even the nonfiction one, because sometimes nonfiction books can be a little roboty, and but I can listen to nonfiction easier than fiction. But the nonfiction one I'm listening to, I don't know if it's the author herself narrating it, but whoever's narrating, she has a little snark to her while she's reading. And I'm like, you're sassy. I like that.
And yeah, Jocelyn, this is totally valid. But I've been listening via audio since we had books on tape since I was very little. When I was little, I did not know I had dyslexia. I didn't know I had it until I was in high school when a teacher told me, come here. I think we have an issue here. And I was like, oh, that explains so much.
You would get books on tape from the library.
Yes.
And I would play them in my boombox.
Yep.
And then I would fall asleep and have to rewind the cassette to find where the heck I was when I fell asleep.
Yes.
Darn Silmarillion. Yes. I never did finish it.
Oh, the same reason I can't listen to oh no.
Oh no, I can listen to a podcast all day.
I love to multitask. I listen to podcasts, I multitask, books, same thing. I had a long day, got my new iPhone. Yay! DirecTV. I can go to bed now. Woo, Jay, you did it, Regina. Regina getting things done. Yes. Another one, you did it.
And also, Anna, did I say hi to you? Hi. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
We do need to sprint because it is 9:44. We have a 30-minute left. We're not gonna be doing too bad. It's because that second chat we kept it short because the first one was long and this one's a little long too. I gotta run and pick up a package from the front door. Okay, go get the things. Hope
Oh,
you
she
get
said be
something
right back.
fun. Yeah, she said be right back. I hope she gets something fun. I have a hard time with audiobooks, so I know that listening to audiobooks is a skill I just much real reading. It is. It is. I didn't realize it, but yeah, I've had a lot of people tell me that they can't like catch what's being said or grasp it as well as when they're physically seeing it. But when you have trouble seeing or reading words, you just kind of it's coping. I don't know. Coping, you learn it's just natural or you've been doing it so long. So I hope that Darling Charles series narrated 1010. Oh,
Mm.
KJ Charles series, a 1010.
I
Interesting.
have them on hold on Libby, Anna.
Ah,
They're not ready yet.
yes, you will discover your reading speed as well.
And see, but on audiobook on Audible, I listen to it at normal speed. So is there
Some
discovery?
narrators are way too slow, and I did not realize this until I picked it up a notch one time when I need ages ago. I needed to finish something. I don't remember what I was doing, but I needed to finish something, and I picked up the speed, and I was like, "Wait a minute." When I tried to go back to one, it was like it felt like it was. I was like, "Oh, absolutely no." I was like, "Absolutely not." Erase that. You need to.
Me
I
is
am
like, no,
surprised
no,
Esther
no.
did not put a sprint down here yet.
Maybe Esther doesn't want to sprint.
I know, as Esther's like, I'm just gonna watch YouTube or something.
She usually doesn't put one
Esther's
if she
already
doesn't feel like,
sprinting.
oh yeah, she's
I've been working while you guys been chatting, so
That's why. I'm like, why is Esther not putting a sprint?
because I have
stuff to
when
do.
I say a
Stuff to do.
ridiculous amount of tabs, like I have three like Chrome
Windows.
windows open with multiple tabs open. So I'm like, they could keep chatting. I'm just gonna keep working.
I need to get to work.
Oh,
So I want to finish.
we need
But
you to
yeah,
be the one to put sprint in there.
yes, we need you, Esther. And
I
Rebecca,
am sleepy, so I need to get things done before I'm like,
yes. Rebecca has opened the great debate, but by opening the great debate again, Rebecca, you have shown how much growth there has been in the community. So bravo to all of us.
I will say, a downfall to audiobooks is it's hard to figure out how to spell character and spell names when you start writing the fan fiction for it.
But you pronounce them right when you're having a discussion. That part.
But you have to have the Wikipedia up while you type your fan fiction. It's like,
that is true.
Okay, thank you.
That is true. The gives and the takes. All right, we do need to sprint. I see more chat, but you guys are awesome. I love the conversation. You guys know that. Let's go. Let's do this one. We're almost there. Woohoo! Let's all get caught up with Esther, who was behaving herself while the rest of us were running our mouths. All right, Laura, thank you. Happy sprinting, friends.
had to pause my music.
Aw.
How dare the sprint finish?
It's the
Yeah.
song Staying Alive by the Bee Gees, as performed by a vampire.
The one you sent me?
Nice.
Yeah.
I may need to see this.
It's so
Oh,
good.
you're in for a treat. You're in for a treat.
He does ABBA and Bee
I love
Gees
ABBA.
and
He does ABBA?
yeah.
I love
Yeah.
ABBA.
Yeah.
It's ABBA because it's monsters singing.
Ah,
It's great. It's great.
I love it.
Gimme, a man after midnight is Victor Frankenstein.
That is so perfect.
Will somebody come and help me dig up a grave?
Oh my god. How did you guys do in that sprint?
I finished reading the chapter, giving feedback, and grooved to some vampire Bee Gees.
Awesome. Oh, also good night, Gwenna. David's waking babies have to go. All right. You and baby have a good evening. Do. How'd you do, JC?
I wrote something, but
Something amazing.
it was more of me trying to figure out, do I need this part of this scene? How do I rework this? No, let's just cut that part out. It was more of a lot of that. And I'm trying to finish this chapter. I'm not finished yet. So I'll
You're
keep
almost
writing
there.
while y'all talk. I'll keep writing while y'all talk.
You're almost there.
Almost there.
What did I do? I was just watching YouTube while back end things finish setting up. Yeah. Just a little setting up a little and waiting for it to load and to connect, and setting up a little and waiting for it to connect. The wait.
Yes. And I forgot to see where I left off, but I've got 1,487 words. So I'm very happy with the progress for today. Woo woo. I do need to, since I'm in this next chapter, I want to go ahead and finish that. So hopefully I can finish that one tonight. That way I don't come back to it tomorrow morning and be like, what was I writing? What was this about? I hate it when that happens. So if I can finish it, or at least finish the scene, that would be great.
It's okay, you're writing in tongues.
Yes, I'm like, yes, that's exactly. Oh, goodness.
Pure inspiration state of delirium.
Switch to audiobook of Dragon Pearl and am eating dinner. Nice. I got my stuff ready for work tomorrow, and now I'm sitting in bed playing a game before bed. Nice. Oh, that's so good. I'm happy for you, Morgan. Ended up cutting another 200 same words. Oh, the same words of my old stuff. Oh, some words. There we go. 200 and some odd words. So almost ready to start writing the third act. Nice. That is progress. And Nicole said 28 pages read of Prince of Tirana. Can we have another sprint, please? Things just got good. Nicole, my eyes are saying no. My heart is saying yes, but my eyes are saying no.
Yes, we have to protect her eyes, Nicole. We have to protect her eyes.
You need those?
I mean, occasionally
yeah,
we do.
they're helpful,
Not always, but occasionally.
Yeah.
Sometimes they are deceiving.
They can. The eyes can be deceiving. But gee, she's so good. All right, guys, let us do some quick outros. Thank you, everybody who came to hang out with us and get things done. Y'all are amazing. My friends are going to tell you where you can find them next.
See, by quick, I thought you meant you were just going to just run through everything for us, and then we'll just wait.
Well, I remember everything. I can give it a try.
I'll be on JC's
No.
tomorrow.
I'm just kidding, Mia. I'm JC.
Laura,
I stream
Laura,
tomorrow.
oh,
I stream tomorrow. I'll do it. I stream tomorrow, 7 to 10. I write books. I post videos. I hear they're good. So you should give them a watch. All right, Esther, there you go.
Outro.
Already my time
What?
for the
Huh? What?
outro?
Yes.
I'm trying to do duo before
yes.
the time.
Oh, okay, Laura. We skip you? We'll just do Esther's intro for her.
I
Esther's
can do my
amazing.
outro. I'm
I said
aspiring
intro,
Puerto
didn't
Rican
I?
writer. Yeah. Puerto Rican writer aspiring to be a hybrid author. I stream sometimes on Twitch, and Sundays on YouTube. And that's it.
I'm Laura Nettles. I write horror and contemporary romance under a pen name. We'll be
Romance
on
Writers Room.
JC's next.
I'm waiting. I was gonna remind Esther the Romance Writers Room, but okay. But I don't know when it is, so never mind.
That's okay. I'll get it. I'll get the rest.
Subscribe to Esther to find out.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
This Sunday, the 28th.
Okay.
What time is it? Eastern?
3 p.m.
3 p.m. Eastern, guys. And I'm Nia. Thank you guys for coming. I will be streaming myself again on Friday over on Twitch. I'll be there in the morning. And then fingers crossed, I'll be able to do some gaming at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. What else? I will be joining Esther on the Romance Writers Room, where we will be talking about world building for our romances.
For small town.
Small town.
You'll be with me tomorrow.
Maybe I'll do some show and tell. Who knows? Well, you got to tune in to see. So thank you.
You'll be with me tomorrow.
Yes. You got to show up to find out. And thank you guys for coming. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Whoop, whoop. You're amazing, Rebecca. Thank you for coming. And Morgan, good night. Good night. And we're all going to wave and say good night with a little Loki. Bye.
Bye.